Hi guys, and welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 141. What is the title for this episode? It is New Year's Eve edition with Ethereum Overcame international attack, XRP CTO defense XRP sales, and Changpeng Zhao is bullish about India. Now, if you're catching this stream live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you are thinking. Now, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news, make sure you subscribe, you hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And yeah, what else? Yeah, if you want to keep on chatting with us once this stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. Link is in the description, guys. So it's a link to all the other articles that we cover in this awesome stream. Thank you for being here on New Year's Eve, guys. Thank you for showing up. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you're having a great time. I hope you're going to go out to celebrate the year ending. Hopefully it was a good year for you. It was a really good year for me. I got this channel started, so I can't complain much. Yeah, I had a great time with my family. It was a good year at work, so I'm really happy with the way things were going this year. So let's want to see what 2020 has in store for us. I do hope that is filled with challenges for each and every one of you, as well as for me, and new goals to be met for sure, man. That is the ideal. If you have good goals, if you have good challenges, then the year is not boring. You're always moving and going towards something else, a new, after you finish your challenge, set up another one. Set up goals that are like a little bit hard to reach, but doable, right? That way they'll be like more glorious every time you reach them. Anyways, enough about the chit chat. I do hope that you guys, if you guys are going to go out and celebrate, that you are safe, drink responsibly, have fun, enjoy the night, and let's move on to the actual news segment. I do want to get through the stream a little bit quickly today, guys. Reason behind that is the fact that I am going to have Christmas, New Year's Eve dinner with my family, and there's some stuff that needs to come out of the oven in about an hour or so, like the roasted potatoes and roasted baby potatoes, and then I had to start making the other dishes for the dinner, right? So awesome, guys. Thank you for being here, like I said, and let's move on to the actual news, right? Sorry, setting up some stuff here on the side. Yeah, there we go. Some stuff got shifted from the previous stream, so I gotta reset it. There we go. Awesome. So what do you have? Following the reports that some parity Ethereum nodes lost sync with the network on December 31st, core blockchain infrastructure company Parity Technologies said it believed there was an attack underway and subsequently released network upgrades to protect it against it. Now, according to cryptocurrency security consultant Sergio the Main Learner, the attack was implemented in a single way, wherein you send a parity node a block with invalid transactions but a valid header, like borrowed from another block. The node will mark the block header as invalid and ban this block header forever, but the header is still valid. Software developer Liam Aaron analyzed the attack, concluding that it was close to taking down the entire network and that the Ethereum could become much more vulnerable to similar attacks in the upcoming year. Also, per Aaron, the attack did not manage to bring down the entire network because it has a client up Geth, which is immune to the attack. However, taking into account Parity's intention to transition Parity Ethereum to a DAO ownership and a maintainer model, Geth could become the only well-maintained client in 2020. That's what he stated. He also went on to say that if this scenario came true, attackers or attacks similar to today's would devastate the network instead of just being an inconvenience. During the past year, Parity has released multiple updates geared towards fixing the node vulnerability. In March, Parity CEO Judah Steiner said that the new controversial create to Ethereum function would have prevented the Parity multi-signature freeze, following an incident where a user accidentally killed the Parity multi-sig library by activating a vulnerability to become the owner of the library and then self-destructing it. Sounds like something out of Mission Impossible, right? This message will self-destruct in 5, 4, 3, yeah. Causing a block or a network or something self-destruct is not really cool. Anyways, sorry guys. have some weird like residual cough from when I got a little bit sick, and haven't really been able to get rid of it. So yeah, let's move on to the yeah, if you guys want to comment something, just put it up on the chat. That's great. Let's move on to the XRP. So this article, I'm going to read almost most of the article here because it relates to a lot of tweets that are within it. This early Bitcoin core developer Peter Todd is comparing Ripple's routine sales of digital assets to tokens sold through initial coin offerings, saying XRP gives no real rights to anything. And well, that argument, not the whole argument, but just saying that XRP gives you no rights to anything, it is very valid. XRP does not give you any stock in Ripple, does not give you anything in the actual company where most of the worth is being held. XRP is just the token through which Ripple operates. Thus, if you hold XRP, you really don't hold anything about Ripple. And should the price go up, which hopefully it will, you still have nothing to do with Ripple, right? It's completely alien to Ripple. Anyways, Ripple executives, however, are pushing back on the idea that XRP sales are anything like an ICO. David Schwartz, the company chief technology officer, says Ripple early sales of XRP were negligible. And this is the first tweet by Peter Todd, right? This XRP is almost like ICO coins, doesn't need to exist, and gives you no real rights to anything. Its purpose is to make Ripple money by selling it to suckers. Yeah, I don't really agree with that part. I'm not sure how much of it Ripple has really sold directly to people. However, the part that I do agree is that if Ripple was to sell this to people, or they have sold this to people at some point in time, and they do get money from that, right? They put it on the market, they sell it on the market, they get money from it. That's the way it works. They give XRP to any of the companies that they're backing. Those companies, let's say they give you $5 million worth of XRP, but you need, as a company, to change that into money. So you have to they're really not selling it to you directly, but they're selling it to you through all these companies that are taking that XRP, sell it on the market so they can actually fund their projects and pay their developers with cash, or the company can pay their developers with XRP. But even still, if they did that, then those people will sell it. So it's like going around a sale, sort of, right? That's the point I want to get to. Even though they're not selling it directly, they are still selling it. They are giving that money to someone else, though. So it's like an indirect sale going on. Anyways, from its inception, the company has been funded by an angel investor. He explained nothing that XRP sales began after there was already an established marketplace. Now, David Schwartz says nobody buys XRP to give Ripple money to do things. We're VC angel funded, and we're going to build regardless. We started selling XRP only after it was a market price for negligible amounts compared to our other funding. Now, well, this guy Mike Dudas goes back and rebuttal, and well, before we get to this point, Ripple started selling XRP in 2016 and slowly picked up the pace in recent years, selling a cumulative $1.2 billion worth of digital assets, according to crypto media outlet The Block. Now, I'm not sure. I don't believe The Block, man. They have if you're reporting sometimes, so just take it with a grain of salt. Anyways, the Block founder Michael Dudas challenges the idea that Ripple XRP sales are negligible. Schwartz claims Dudas mischaracterized his argument. 1% to reveal that percentage of Ripple 2019 revenues came from the sale of XRP, and what percentage came from selling software to banks. Schwartz said that the fact that Ripple doesn't disclose those numbers is not up to him. So, see, he says total Ripple equity funding $294 million. Total Ripple XRP sales $1.2 billion. Yet XRP sales are negligible amounts compared to our other funding, per CTO Joel Katz, David Schwartz. The bald-faced dishonesty and revisionist history of this company's leadership are utterly breathtaking. Now, I do believe in Ripple. I don't believe they're doing all this stuff the way they're portraying it. Schwartz comes back and says that the context is even clear from what you kept. We started selling XRP for negligible amounts, but keep lying to our followers while we keep building and growing, right? So then this guy, Larry Kermit, comes back and says, my question for you, how much XRP revenue in 2019 was from sales of XRP versus selling software to banks? I'm guessing 95% from XRP sales. It will eventually start catching up to you. It says, I wish I could disclose disclose more about that side of the business, but that's not my decision. So it would be nice if Ripple came out and really said this and put all these rumors to sleep. Anyways, Schwartz has previously defended Ripple's routine sales of XRP, saying no digital asset ecosystem is perfect and nothing that Bitcoin miners sell some of their Bitcoin to pay for the cost of doing business. So do Bitcoin miners, this is actually this quote, right? So the Bitcoin miners, of course, Bitcoin miners have to give most of it to semiconductor and power companies and can invest it into the Bitcoin ecosystem. We designed a system that doesn't take millions of dollars a day to agree and be secured and provides better performance, scalability, and decentralization as well. I'm not trying to say Bitcoin's bad, but I think it's not fair to compare XRP to some imaginary perfection rather than the actual assets. Most similar to it, XRP to some imaginary perfection rather than the actual assets, most similar to it in market presence, size, and so on. I think Bitcoin is great, and I'm not particularly interested in people who want to criticize XRP on areas in which it is superior to Bitcoin. So yeah, he's backing out of the argument, or he's backing out of this argument, let's say, with the smart way, let's say the elegant way. But again, I'm not 100% cool that to the fact that they're doing this, right? It would be nice if they came out with that number. Like I said, the number of revenue that came from XRP sales versus selling software to banks. And if you know this channel, you know my stance. I love Ripple. I love XRP. I like what they do. The arguments they're coming out with, they're not 100% convincing. Anyways, on to the next article. Changpeng Zhao says he expects India regulators to align with cryptocurrency innovators in the long run. Entrepreneurs in the space, however, are reportedly feeling a lot more pessimistic about India's long-term prospects. According to a report by the Economic Times, change isn't happening fast enough for founders and promoters of Indian blockchain startups. They're concerned that the ongoing regulatory battles, crypto bans, and the closure of bank accounts for crypto-related businesses are decimating the country's competitive edge, effectively forcing India to lag technologically well behind the US and China. Natsu the Skeleton, please can I explain why Ethereum is hacking a lot of YouTube Italy channels? Yeah, man, I'm not sure Ethereum is hacking a lot of YouTube Italy channels. What is tell me a little bit more what's happening. I haven't heard about that. So I don't believe they're hacking the channels though. Anyways, while you do write that out, I will keep on going through this article and we can actually discuss it in detail. I have no problem about talking about this. But just do let me know where your information is coming from so we can be talking about the same stuff and be on the same page. Right. Anyways, Nitin Sharma says, he's a founder of Encrypt Blockchain. He says the Indian regulatory system is not focusing on decentralized systems like smart contracts, so innovating will not happen at the same pace as in those countries who are allowed to experiment in such aspects of technology. The government shows signs of loosening its anti-crypto stance in November when it announced plans for a new national framework supporting the development and integration of blockchain technology. However, blockchain can be applied to solve a variety of problems from streamlining bookkeeping and optimizing registries, supply chain logistics, and government procedures, all without touching crypto. Despite the government's crackdown on crypto, with a population of 1.3 billion, India is a massive market and a major target for industry leaders who envision how cryptocurrency and blockchain initiatives can address systematic poverty by reaching people who are entirely cut off from existing banking systems because they lack financial service and bank accounts. Let's see, what did he say? Natsu the Skeleton. There was a YouTube Italy channel that has been hacked from Ethereum. Okay, cool. So if it was a channel in Italy that talked about Ethereum, it probably didn't get hacked. Apparently, YouTube has been cracking down on some YouTube channels that have crypto content, deleting the information from it. The other stuff that could happen is probably someone hacked the channel. I'm not sure what they're doing with the channel, if that's your question, but some people have been known to hack channels. and play videos of like a convention, and then run a funding or a funding round for something like or giveaway. You give crypto and then they give you something back. In the end, it's just a scam. But again, I'm not sure what happened with them. If it's probably that YouTube has been cracking on some of these channels. Anyways, sure, man, you can write it down on the chat. That's great. I'll look at it. Biden established a significant bridge into India in November when it acquired the country's leading digital asset platform, WazirX. Crypto traders in India are now able to buy and sell Bitcoin and other digital assets with a fiat currencies through Binance fiat to crypto portal in Indian rupee. It says, I'm very bullish about India. Strong tech talent, large population, just need more favorable crypto regulations. PASOX. Okay, cool. I'll look at them. Just give me 1 second. One second, guys. I'm looking at it here on my side screen first. Make sure it's cool, and then I'll just post it out here. 1 second, though. I'm looking for Paxos, but I can't find anything, man. It's other channels that show up, I guess. And then there's this one, which is a hack, right? This right here, a Ethereum giveaway on Vitalik Buterin Ethereum. This is BS. This is fake. Ethereum does not do giveaways. It is a scam. Don't fall for it, guys. Please don't go here. Don't give money. They're not going to give you anything back. Please be careful with this. Just be smart about where you put your money into. Thanks for bringing this to my attention. Benny, how's it going, man? Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's Eve, man. I hope you're having a blast. We just finished the news. We're going to move on to the technicals. And then I have to go do something real quick. And then I'll be right back, though. Just let me get this intro, set up the technicals, and we'll talk about crypto in a second, right? Natsu. Anyways, thank you for bringing this to my attention, bro. I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second. I do have potatoes in the oven. I have to go take a look at them real quick. And be right back really, really quick. Don't leave me. If you guys want to subscribe, hit that like button, that bell, so you're notified when we go live. We're live every night at 9 p.m. Central. Right now, we're doing an earlier stream because it's New Year's, and I got to get some stuff done. Just be right back, guys. 1 second. Yeah, man, I'm multitasking, Benny. Thank you for doing that. Anonymous 20, Happy New Year's 2020. Yes, Anonymous, thank you for being here, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Let me get back to this other screen. I hope you can hear me now. Yes, sound is back. Awesome, man. Thank you guys for being here again. Awesome that you're joining me for a New Year's stream. Happy New Year's. Thanks for information. Yeah, Natsu, no problem, man. That's what I'm here for. If you like what I do, again, like I said, hit that like that button, that bell, that sub, so you're notified when we go live. Subscribe to the channel. That's important. Let's go into the technicals, guys. Yes, I am multitasking, man. I am also cooking some stuff. Roasted potatoes with shit. I forgot to put the. Sorry, 1 second. Yes, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I forgot to put the. I'm making baby potatoes with roasted with rosemary, garlic, and paprika, salt, pepper, and I was gonna put some some lemon peel on top of them, and then a couple drops of lemon to make them taste really, really nice and zingy. And I forgot to put that lemon peel, and I just told my wife to sprinkle the lemon peel on top and squeeze a little bit of the lemon juice on top, so that they get that really, really nice taste as they roast for the next half hour or so. And they're gonna be really, really amazing, man. Yeah, we're gonna do salmon today. We did turkey for New Year's. We're gonna do salmon today, and potatoes, pasta, some like nice bread with chocolate, and I think it's cranberries, or I can't remember what it's with. But anyways, I'm a very good YouTuber. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm new to this. It's only episode 141. But yeah, man, it's good, man. It's gonna be a really, really good dinner. Thank you for being here, guys. I do appreciate it that you show up on a New Year's Eve. Sorry if you hear a lot of noise in the background. It's usually not here, but since I'm cooking and my wife is helping with some stuff, I just tell her what to do next with some of my recipes, and she's helping me out, and she's also like balancing the kids. I have two kids, a son and a daughter, and she's also with them for right now. Let's go look at what's happening with the market right now. Yesterday, money flowing out of the crypto sphere, right on the 31st. Right now, we started a new year for crypto, starting green. Some money flowing into the crypto sphere a little bit below that 20 MA. Again, yesterday, from an opening of 187.49, closing at 185.85 billion dollars, a 1.60 billion dollar move to downside, or 0.85% to the downside. Right now, moving up 0.66%. From 185.69 billion, sitting at 187.02 billion, or a 1.17 billion dollar move to the downside. Again, nice that we're starting the year with money flowing into the crypto sphere. Again, for some of you, it's probably already New Year. So Natsu, maybe for you it's already New Year. Happy New Year's. For the rest of us that are in a different time frame, that is not New Year's yet, I hope you're having a great New Year's Eve. And if you're gonna go out and enjoy the night with friends, family, whomever you're gonna enjoy it with, just be safe, drink responsibly, have fun though. What's happening with Bitcoin dominance? Bouncing off that 20 MA for the second day in a row, gaining dominance yesterday, very little though, from an opening of 69.83%, closing at 69.92%, a 0.14% move to the upside. Right now moving down 0.02% from sitting at 69.90 still, below 70, which is good. Again, you'll probably ask why I want this to be low. Well, because if Bitcoin dominance is low, that means the other cryptos are dominating a little bit more, and that means the ecosystem is more balanced, and we want balance. Balance makes it so that if Bitcoin drops, the rest of the coins don't really tank as hard. You're in Italy, awesome, man. Yeah, I hope you have a great New Year's over there, man. Drink some limoncello, and I'm not sure what else, man. What all the Italian drinks I know. Right now I can't think of them on top of my head, but I was in Italy a while back, in Rome and Milan, when I was living in Switzerland, and that was interesting. That was fun. Anyways, let's see what's going on with the price of Bitcoin, sitting at $7,212.09. Now, again, flirting within this line, right? We just yesterday slightly got below this 7,200 resistance, support. Right now we're bouncing back into this range, right? We're like range bound between that 7,400 and that 7,200. So again, not much happening. Yesterday dropped a little bit more. Lower high, right? Less negative, less positive momentum. That's fine. Neutral on the RSI still at, let's see. So I click some, there we go. At 47.17. So really not much happening with Bitcoin right now. Sitting above that 20 MA on the daily, which is fine. And we're gonna look just for a quick comparison at the 200 simple moving average and see where we're at against that. Yeah, you can see we're well below that, right? This would be the 200 simple moving average at, let's see, where's this line at? $9,275. Yeah, $9,275. We're really all the way down here. So we have a long way to go before we actually get to that 200. So again, if you know what I'm saying here. If you follow this channel, I'm bearish on Bitcoin until we get close to or above that line. So rest of the market, let's look at this, man. Let's go into the 4 hours and see what's happening. we call this back out on the 27th. Price action to the upside on divergence. That's fine. We played up to the upside very nicely. We kind of hit this resistance. We talked about it yesterday, right? 7,531. We almost hit it spot on. We actually hit 7,531 spot. I just had it at 7,531.22. That was my resistance. We ended up rejecting higher prices, breaking down. Again, impulse down, upslope consolidation, kind of U-turn, rally a little bit, hit that 20 MA, rejecting it. Breaking down and trying to rally again, sorry. Neutral on the RSI at 45.65. Let's see against the previous low, right? That would be this one here. Against the previous low, we're actually higher, if anything, right now. What we're making is from here to here. And from here to here. And from here to here, yeah. We also have it. There we go. Someone got pulled over. A lot of people are going to get pulled over tonight, man. So if you guys want to say something in the chat, that's fine. Natsu, thanks for the compliment. That's saying I'm a good YouTuber. I appreciate it, man. So we're creating hidden bullish divergence, potential price continuation. So we're within an uptrend of sorts. Obviously, we can continue to the upside. We're hitting that right now. We're seeing this play out on the 4 hours. That's fine, really. Nothing much here, man. That's the only thing. I wanted to check to make sure this was going to stay here. Yeah, I already did that. So awesome. Let's go into the 1 hour, man. This would potentially keep on running. Again, try to face that 20 MA. And if we reject it, again, we could probably see lower prices. I hope that's not the case tomorrow. I really want for this to start rallying a little bit more. But again, the market's really not telling us much. Here we had divergence, right? We called it price action to the upside. This was 9 p.m. We got that nice rally, but failed at the 20 MA and broke down again. We broke down going from here, right, to here, right, now creating a much lower low, still with now positive momentum. And guess what happened in the end over here? Well, we went from this previous island, right, to this new island, again, with less negative momentum. Also higher on the RSI, right, and I'll show you that in a second. Sorry about this. This would be 26.99. This is 29.37. So we are going higher on the RSI, right? Lower on the MACD histogram, right? Lower low on the price. Negative momentum, less negative momentum. Again, creating that bullish divergence that we're looking for this to start pumping, and we're getting this nice pump to the upside again, breaking above that 20 MA on the day on the 1 hour, and then breaking above this 7,200 just on this one candle. Let's see how strong this bullish divergence is. Sitting neutral right now on the RSI at 52.74. Again, I'm not too confident that this is going to be running too long though. Potentially because this right here, it's 4.13, right? This positive momentum island where I have my mouse, and you'll see it up here. It says 4.13, and this is 6.50. So right now we're going from a low to a high, right? More positive momentum, and we're going from a high to a lower high right now, creating hidden bearish divergence, which would potentially break us down eventually. We have to keep on tracking this as it keeps on developing. We also have it on the RSI, and that is fine. The reason that I said we have to keep on tracking this is still developing, so this could still run higher, and if the price gets above here, then we negate it and we don't have it. But right now, there's a chance we might break to the downside, guys. Let's move on to Ethereum. Again, like I said, I really wish I had more time to go much more in detail right now, but I am preparing dinner. My wife is helping with some of that stuff, and I need to get back to that as well. So right now, breaking down again, losing dominance yesterday. 1% right now, losing dominance, gaining dominance, sorry, 0.62%. I'm getting tired. 7.6% of market cap for Ethereum, sitting at $130.32. We gained actually a little bit more from yesterday. So again, we had divergence, price action to the downside, that's fine. Rallying of higher low, that's fine, right? Momentum, nothing here. That is bearish. The other thing I'm looking at right now would be developing from here to here, which is where we had this divergence here on the RSI. But again, we could also take it to here and take it to here. And we're creating that same hidden bearish divergence, which means price continuation. Again, that's what we're selling off right now on the daily, and your positive momentum is still building. Now here we would also have it on the MACD histogram, right? For this to negate, you would need to pump more still and get to this high, which would be $150, and we're really like $20 away from it. So I'm not sure we're gonna get it in a pump. Let's go on to the next on the 4 hours. We're talking about this M top, right? And we called it. I already played out by the time I did the stream. So divergence we had, right? Bearish. Price action to the downside, breaking down beautifully. Trying to rally right now at the 20 MA. If I'm interested in Italy, there's 2 sweets for Christmas. So there's a civil war going on between those who eat the pandoro and the panettone. It's funny when they fight over this. Yeah, there's another one, right? Pan pepato, like a peppery bread. I like that one. I'm not sure if that's more like a pandoro or the panettone, but I like the panettone as well. But pandoro I haven't had. Panettone I had, and then pan pepato I had. I think that's a Christmassy bread. I think also. But I don't know. Let me know about that one, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's just like this. Yeah, pan pepato. That's the one I like, man. I had that one. Actually, an Italian chef taught me how to make pan pepato, along with some really nice pizza and focaccia and lasagna tricolore, bechamel, and some other sauces that I use for cooking. Yeah, I've taken cooking classes, so that's out there now. I love cooking. Anyways, we had this M. We're breaking down again. Nice. We're trying to rally again. We're probably going to phase that 20 MA. We might reject, and looking like a bear trap a little bit, right? This hook. We might drop down a little bit more. Again, on this is from the daily, so I'll just make sure this goes back there. Awesome. Here we're on the 4 hours. Let's see what we have here that we can actually call stuff out, right? Okay, cool. So this is low, higher low. If anything right now, and part of the reason why we're pumping, right? And I'm looking at this right now as I'm doing this, is we're creating that hidden bullish divergence. And we started to pump also 2 candles ago. Now, let me just make sure this doesn't go to the daily. I have to fix this every time I draw something. Otherwise, it just goes back and makes everything nasty, man. So here we don't have it, right? We're going from a low to a higher on the RSI, right? So price low to high, we're congruent with that. Here we do have that divergence developing on the MACD histogram. So again, bullish, hidden bullish divergence, potential price continuation to the upside. We're getting this rally. But like I said, we might do a U-turn and start dropping again if we fail at the 20 MA. So for this on the 1 hour, sitting neutral on the RSI at 51.64. Let's go into the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, what is going on here? Let's see. Low, lower low. Again, creating strong bullish divergence here on the 1 hour. And that seems to be congruent with what we had on Bitcoin, right? So we're going from a low to a lower low and a negative momentum to a much less negative momentum again, right? So negative momentum, less negative momentum. On the RSI, we don't have it. We're actually going much lower. Again, creating some bullish divergence, trying to pump. Apparently, we did get above that 20 MA on the 1 hour. So let's look here. Yeah, it's congruent with the other chart as well. So I'm happy about that. We did have this on top, like I said. Still moving down beautifully. Let's wait and see how this keeps on developing. On this chart, I'm looking at a gap. This chart doesn't have it. The price actually went up higher. Here, it seems to show a little of a gap, and I don't like it when they have gaps. We usually don't have gaps on crypto, at least not on the spot trading charts, because they trade 24/7, so there's always price movements. When we see this, something's off with the chart. Now, stuff that I'm looking at right now, and this is very quickly, and this is still developing, right? We just started to make positive momentum. But again, going from this, which is a positive 0.08%, going to positive 0.12, so much higher, right? So we're going lower on the price, so high, lower, high, and then your negative momentum is increasing. You don't have it on the RSI, that's fine. On the RSI, you're actually almost there, but slightly lower still, right? That's it for this, man. Nothing else I can see right now quickly, and I'm going to move on to XRP. What is happening with XRP dominance? XRP dominance on the daily. Yesterday gaining a little bit of dominance, 0.89%. Right now losing 0.15. Sitting at 4.48% of market cap. Price of Ripple, 19 cents, 19.347 cents. Gaining a little bit of price right now. Again, yesterday we were calling this divergence, right? Bullish. We called it a couple days ago. Getting that price to the upside again. Rejecting at the 20 MA. Remember how we said after the mid part of the channel, had the 20 MA to look forward to? Yes, we looked at it. Rejected it right now. Yesterday was an indecision day, right? It's a plus 0.02%. We did manage to push that price up. Looking a little bit like a cross. That's fine. Right now, opening bullish on this new day. Now, do we have divergence going on? Not really. No divergence to call on the daily on Ripple. Let's go into the 4 hours, man. On the 4 hours, we had this potential head and shoulders. On the 4 hours, you'll see this shoulder looks a little bit droopy. That's probably why it's not playing out. On the 1 hour, I'll show you that as well. Yeah, it's awesome, man. Don't worry about it. You can listen and just type whenever you have a chance. If you don't, that's fine. So again, this is from the 1 hour. I just wanted to show on the 4 hours because then I can see whether or not this looks like a real head and shoulders. And what I'm looking at right now, it's a theory that is a little bit different from what I had yesterday, right? I do have this shoulder, I do have this head, and I'm starting to get this new pump over here, which could become this shoulder, right? So right now I'll leave it here for the 1 hour just to show it. I'll copy and paste it here, and I'll move it here. This I'm gonna get rid of. I'll just put it in a new color now for us to be able to like track it. I'll make it blue. There we go. And now we know it's a fake one, right? This is what we had initially and where I was moving at. And now this, let me copy and paste this. No, not that one. This one. There we go. This would be our neckline, right? Like that. So I'll just change this one to blue as well. That's what I was looking at initially. I just want to track this and make sure we can follow it, right? So again, the cyan blue is what I was positioning in the shoulder, right? We did manage to get this like sort of stare. Now we did get this neck, and we're managing to pump higher than we were up here, making this a little more believable as a right shoulder. So again, if this is to be a head and shoulders and is valid a measure move of that, I'll change this to blue as well. This is where I was originally targeting, right? Now the measure move is going to change, so we got to keep on tracking that. And the measure move that I would look at right now probably is from here to here. I'll make sure this is yellow. Oh snap! There we go. Make sure it goes back to yellow. There we go. Awesome, man. Now we're all set. And we would have to look for that new break to happen at the neckline, and then we would probably target much lower prices on XRP. Again, this still on developing. This can pump to the upside and kill this shoulder, and really kill this potential head and shoulders that we're looking at right now. But it's there on the 4 hours, sitting neutral on the RSI at 54.04. That's all we're doing right now. Really, not much. Again, low. We were going here yesterday, I think, when we were doing the stream. Yes, we ended up still going much lower. Again, low, lower, low, killing this potential divergence that I was looking for. So it's no longer there. Let's go into the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, right, the potential M top that I was calling, we did 8A measure move of that. Again, this M top is usually after like a real follow through. So again, we did hit this measure move of this M top. I'm not gonna get rid of it now. It's making the chart be too cluttered. Now, when I was looking at the 1 hour, right, this made sense. One shoulder ahead, and then we had this shoulder, and we're at here like last night, right? This red. We said we might start pump again and create this shoulder nicely. We didn't do it here, but this really gave us this nice neckline here. And again, a new area to look forward to as we're developing this new shoulder, right? And we're still pumping to the upside. So again, we can really still develop this shoulder, still go a little bit higher, and then drop down. And then if we break this neckline that we're tracing, we'll just have to extend it to wherever it goes. And if we break it, then we really have to look at a measure move to the downside. Just be careful when you're trading Ripple right now. I'm not looking too hot. If we manage to pump above this this line, I'm going to place right here. We'll be creating the shoulder right there, right? And I'll make sure this, for some reason, it turned into a blue line. I usually like this white, as they're my target lines. So if we managed to break above this and a little bit higher, actually higher than the head at least, we will be getting out of this head and shoulders, and we will be safe. If we manage to reverse somewhere in this area, right, if it's within a 5%, 4 to 5% from this top price of this shoulder, then it's a valid head and shoulders, and then we can really still manage to break to the downside, right? So again, potentially developing. Do we have something else going on? Let's see. Low, lower low, less negative momentum. Yes, we do have divergence of the bullish kind developing. So we're going much lower here. Make sure this stays just on the 1 hour here. Visibility, the 1 hour only. There we go. 1 hour, 1 hour. There we go. Awesome. We're going from here to here. So again, lower on the MACD histogram, right? Lower price than our previous one. Negative momentum, less negative momentum. On the RSI, we're actually going much lower, and that's fine. Sitting bought right now at 61.24. So we do have this bullish divergence to look forward to. Part of the reason why we're pumping, it's strong bullish divergence, and that is really fine for the Ripple. Now, again, hope we can get above that 19 cents. And really, I'm looking to get out of this yellow zone, which is a nasty zone for us to be in. It's full of support and resistances, but if we break it, we get below 13 cents, 13.5 cents, and then we really have to look forward to, like, I think it's like 8 or 10, maybe some minor support on that area, and then if we drop below that, like to 6 cents, man. So I'm really hoping this pumps and negates this head and shoulder, because this head and shoulder is a bearish head and shoulders, which should mean price action to the downside. Onto Ethereum. Let's look at, I'm looking at EOS. Litecoin dominance on the daily. Yesterday losing dominance 1.72%. Right now gaining dominance 0.60%. Sitting at 1.42% of market cap. Price of Litecoin $41.62. Now, what we're doing, we called divergence yesterday, 2 days ago. Price action to the downside is playing out nicely. We did have that hidden bearish divergence. Sitting at that 20 MA, we rejected it yesterday, trying to break above it still today. Let's wait and see how this day keeps on building. Sitting neutral on the RSI at 45.88. Let's go into the 4 hours. On the 4 hours, we did have this bearish divergence yesterday. We called it out. We did have it on 2 places, right? From here to here. This from the 1 hour, I believe. This shorter one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's from the 1 hour. There we go. So we had divergence, bearish, strong bearish, price action to the downside. We called this out yesterday at when we were live on the stream, I think, or 2 days ago actually, on 29th. And look at, man, we just broke down beautifully below that 20 MA. Remember how I said this was looking like a bear trap and we're probably gonna drop again? Yeah, we dropped again. That's fine. And we were rejecting the 20 MA. Again, neutral on the RSI at 47.77. That's it for this. Let's go into the 1 hour. Oh, sorry, I didn't look for bullish stuff. Let's see. Yes, we do have some bullish stuff going on. From here to here, we're going slightly higher, right? Well, actually higher. Make sure it stays on the 4 hour. There we go. And from here to, from here to here, we're actually going lower, right? More negative momentum building as we're going higher on price. On the other side, we don't really have it. I think we're slightly above it still. Let's see this. 40.19 and 40.77. So yeah, slightly higher. So we really don't quite have it here. But again, we do have this hidden bullish divergence. Part of the reason why we're pumping on the 4 hours. Again, looking similar as to the rest of the market now. Shorter time scale, I can tell you that we probably have divergence. Let me look at this real quick. This is a 0.13 negative, and this is 0.12 negative. So yes, very, very slightly lower, and going much lower on your price, creating that strong bullish divergence. Price action to the upside, and we're getting that play out. Now on the other side, we don't have it. We're going much lower. We actually hit oversold right now. We're trying to bounce, sitting at neutral zone at 49.25. That is it for Litecoin. We're probably going to develop. Yeah, we are developing it right now, right? From here to here. Let me make sure this is just going to stay on the 1 hour. See that stuff I just placed a second ago? It's going to go on to show on the 4 hours as well. There we go. And this one on the 4 hours. So. There we go. Sorry, guys. Clean up of the charts. I know it's boring, but it's what we have to do to make sure everything is nice and tidy. Now, let's see this. Yes, we're going higher. So again, this is 0.4. This is 0.4. Actually, we're actually going sideways right now. we don't have that hidden bearish that I was looking for. If this pumps a little bit more still before the hour closes, this pumps slightly higher, or the next candle goes slightly higher, we're going to probably create hidden bearish divergence, price continuation, and we might start to do a U-turn. Watch out for this as it keeps on building. I'll leave it open right now for us to keep on tracking, and we'll follow up on this tomorrow during the stream. Let's go on to the next Binance dominance. What is happening with Binance dominance right now? Moving to downside 0.14%. Right now, gaining dominance 0.23%. Sitting at 1.15% of market cap. Price of Binance $13.81. We had divergence prevailing to the downside beautifully. Nothing else happening on the daily. Sitting at 45.76 on the RSI. Hey, goodbye, Natsu. Happy New Year's. Have a great rest. I hope you subscribe to the channel. That way you can keep on watching us when we come live every day at 9 p.m. Central. And that'll be awesome, man. So again, this breaking to the downside, still nothing happening. Sitting neutral on the RSI at 45.73. Let's go into the 4 hours. On the 4 hours, divergence, bullish, price action to the upside. Nice. Breaking down on the top because the market is breaking down because we didn't have anything bearish here. Again, moving down below that 20 MA, still making more negative momentum. Let's see, do we have something here? What is this? 0534, 056. So yes, more negative momentum, slightly more than here, or even here. From here, definitely. Going more negative momentum, going slightly lower, so low, higher low, and the RSI it's fine, right? So low in the RSI, higher in the RSI. We're creating some hidden bullish divergence against the MACD histogram, and probably are gonna get some of that. Awesome, man. Thanks for subscribing, man. I do appreciate it. Have a great day. Enjoy your New Year's. I'm gonna enjoy my New Year's in a second. As soon as I finish Binance, I'm probably gonna call it a stream. I usually leave the chat open for coin requests or other information that you guys want to look at. But again, sometimes it's hard for me when I have commitments. And today it's obviously a day where I have commitments with my family. And yeah, I do want to go and join them for dinner. So divergence, right? Let's see what else keeps on developing here. Getting this bounce, obviously, about to touch that 20 MA. We might reject. Let's keep a track of this. If we get above that 20 MA, then things might not be as bad. But if we reject, then we'll probably look at lower lows and more divergence, right? So see, this is from the 4 hours. There we go. Go back to the 4 hours view. Awesome, man. Awesome. So, low, lower low, right? Price action to the upside. That's what we called yesterday at 9 p.m. We did get that rally once, twice. Nice. Again, what happened here, man? Well, not much, man, except that we created some hidden bearish divergence, right? This is 0109, 015. So, low, high, right, on that, on your MACD histogram, right? Positive momentum, higher positive momentum. Let's see. I'll even take it from here. It doesn't matter. High on the RSI, sorry, on the price, low on the price, creating that hidden bearish divergence. Price continuation, we did break down again. Now, the only good thing that came out of this is that we created divergence. So even from here, man, we could call it from back here, and that's fine from here to here, right? Low, lower, low. Let me make sure this just stays on the 1 hour. It wasn't gonna stay on the 1 hour. Fudge. Man, I don't like having to do this every time I'm streaming. It just makes it weird. It takes a little bit more time on the analysis, for sure. Let me see if I can fix this. And obviously, okay, what's happening here? I'll just take it from here because it's our island. So again, right, low, lower low, positive momentum, right, negative momentum, less negative momentum, right? So we're converging, creating that hidden bearish, so that strong bullish divergence, sorry, pumping to the upside on that. And again, that's what's happening here, guys. Not much on the RSI, I believe. On the RSI, we do have it also. And it would be from this other part where I left off. So from here to here, right? Low, lower, low. And then on the RSI, it will be from here to here, right? Going higher. So again, bullish divergence against the histogram, bullish divergence against the RSI. Just different time anchoring points, but that's fine. That's all we have. Again, pumping to the upside, getting above that 20 MA, touching it, bouncing off it right now, which is beautiful. Again, that is a strong sign. Let's wait for this to keep on developing and we'll call something else. Neutral on the RSI at 53.24. Guys, that's it for tonight. I hope you guys have a great time tonight. Happy New Year's, guys. I hope you enjoy your night. I really do. I hope you have a great time. I hope you have a great end of the year. I hope you have a great beginning of the year tomorrow, guys. And go out, enjoy your nights. Synthetics. Yeah, sure, man. I'll look at that one real quick. That's the last thing I'll do, right? SNX. Synthetics. Sorry, I'm looking at the 1 hour. That's what's weird. Okay, let's go into... Is it this one? Synthetics? Synex. No, I'm looking at another one. Sorry, man. Not this one. SNX. Synthetics. On the London Stock Exchange, I guess, right? No, I'm guessing it's not this one either. Can you tell me where it's quoting at? Oh, you're talking about crypto, right? Synthetics crypto? Let's look at it on Bittrex. Sorry, man. Caught me off guard there. Why isn't that opening? Let me do this. Oh, there we go. I think we looked at this before. I had it open. Yeah, crypto. Awesome, man. On the daily, what's happening? Fuck, this is a weird chart, man. There's probably some red stuff happening here. Yeah, see, this is red, even though it looks green. Chart's not looking too clear, but we do see, like this is red, obviously. This is green. This is probably red. Yeah, red, green, red, green, red. A lot of indecision happening. That's what I can tell you right now. A lot of wicks as well. So, yeah, obviously, indecision, a lot of fight going on. This is like 80 cents. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, I forgot to look at year end for Bitcoin. Let's look at the 4 hours because the daily is so weird. High, right, lower. Okay, cool. So from here to here, we had divergence, bearish. Price action to the downside. We got that to play out nicely. Breaking down again. Let's see. Low, lower low, more negative momentum. But do we? Yeah, we had negative momentum here. Our major low would be this one though, and I don't think we've made anything that comes and touches this. So no bullish divergence, right? Low, higher low, negative momentum, less negative momentum, less negative momentum still. On the RSI, same stuff's happening, except on this last pike. Let's see, from here to here, you're going higher. From here to here, going much lower again. And from here to here, we'll be going lower again, creating some hidden bullish divergence, potential price continuation again to the upside. Let's go to the 1 hour though and do this one quickly. Sorry, start from the 1 hour coming back here. I do have to look at Bitcoin year end. We haven't looked at that, man. How did we close the crypto year on Bitcoin and the crypto sphere overall? I know it's positive because we ended up we started the year at like 3,400 and we're closing it at like 7,000 plus. So of course it's positive, but it's just good to look at the end of the month, the end of the year, and figure out if we have something else going on. I just completely slipped my mind when I did Bitcoin, guys. So this was from the 4 hours. I left them the 1 hour. Ah, snap, man. That whiskey bottle is calling my name. And so is that nice bottle of wine that I'm going to have for dinner as well. Start the year strong with a nice whiskey and a nice wine. Let's see what's going on here. High, lower high, more positive momentum. So again, creating some hidden bearish divergence right now. Potential price continuation to the downside. Just watch out for this. We do have it on 3 of the oscillators, right? Lower on the price slightly, and higher on your MACD histogram, higher on your RSI. That's what I'm looking at right now. Did we have divergence bullish? Yes, we did as well, right? Again, it's looking just like the rest of the market, right? Nothing too special going on with this one. As you can tell, right here to here, right here, and from let's see, this is 30.95, and over here it's at 31.69. So yes, of course, load slightly higher low on the RSI. So again, creating that divergence that we want to look at, right? For some reason, it's not playing ball. It doesn't want to stay on the 1 hour. So we were getting that price action to the upside. Still not done. Above that 20 MA. Again, using it just like Binance did, right? Beautiful jump catapulting off here. And let's see how this keeps on building up, right? Benny, you want prices to go up? Yes, man. Of course, we want all the prices to go up, man. That's it for this, man. This is just the last stuff that has happened in the last 12 hours or so, like 24 hours. So yesterday at 1 p.m. So yeah, 24 hours or so. This back is just history, right? We don't care too much about that. Let's go into the 4 hours though. High, Lower high, less negative momentum, that's fine. High, higher high, right? So this immediate island. So again, yeah, nothing else happening that it's really, really like catching my attention with this right now. Let me go back to Bitcoin real quick and just look at that monthly and weekly and yearly close, because we also closed the year, guys. Damn, 2019 is gone. We only have 2020 to look forward to, and I hope we all have good vision in 2020, because we're gonna need it for this market. On the weekly, we close the week on a negative note, right? Sorry, we started the week on a negative note. This is the new week. No, we didn't close week. It's, what am I talking about? It's Tuesday today. We close month. That's the one I want to look at. New month opening green, old month. Let me get rid of the Bollinger Band so we can look at this a little bit better. I cannot zoom more, so I'm gonna look at another chart. This one is cleaner, I guess. Yes. Ignore this blue line. This one I like. I guess we're gonna look at this one. It's a tether, but it should be more or less the same. By the way, Anonymous, you were calling for 6,200 by 25th. We didn't get there. We did get to like 6,500, I guess, 700, and then we started bounce from there. But we did get close enough. And I told you it was possible, but we have to go on it day by day and keep on looking at it, right? That's something that we have to keep on tracking. Okay, so we closed the month on a negative note. Yeah, sad to see this happening, but we did lose 4.6%, right? So like $300, $346 on Bitcoin for this month. Right now we're opening $30 above, and let me see if it gives me year. It doesn't give me year. That's, I wanted to look at the sum of the year. It's not going to show it to me. Maybe I have to like get the pro version so I can like show year. We were to look at the year. Just remember, this is January. That's January, 2019, right? This is the end of the year. Look, we're above half of that, right? So we opened here on January. We actually went down to 3,422. We're closing at 7,000. We closed at 7,231. So double that would be 6,000. What did we say? 3,400. So double that would be 6,800 plus. We're obviously well above that. And that's why I'm saying that, look, man, we're good. We're golden. We did have a good year on crypto. I'm happy about that. Better than this, right? Better than this year, 2018, where it just all went downhill. So again, a good year for crypto. It wasn't that bad. That's just to sum it up. And let's wait and see what 2020 brings for us, guys. Now that's going to be it for tonight. I do appreciate each and every one of you showing up. I hope you have a great time tonight. Stay safe, drink responsibly, have fun, or irresponsibly, but just have fun and be responsible. Don't drink and drive. Take an Uber, take a cab, stay at your buddy's house, stay at your one-night standers. I'm not sure what you guys want to do, but go out and have fun. Enjoy the night. Enjoy it with your family, with your friends, with whomever you want to go enjoy it with. It's going to be it for tonight, guys. This is Instead of Crypto. This is the last stream of 2019. We'll be back tomorrow for the first stream of 2020. I hope you have a great time. Really, from the bottom of my heart, best wishes for this coming year, 2020. I hope that all your goals are met, that you can meet better challenges and are better equipped for this coming year. I hope that it's prosperous and it brings joy to you and your families. Profit if you're trading. And yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. This is Instead of Crypto. Remember, come back tomorrow. We'll be live, and enjoy the rest of the evening, guys. Again, talk about crypto to your friends, to your family, to your coworkers. Let them know that we are here. I'm your host, Martin. It has been a pleasure. It really has been a pleasure being here every day almost for since we started this channel in September. I think it's August or September 2019. It's been a pleasure really being here and chilling with you guys, having fun, having great discussions on the chat, on the phone with some of you. Again, I really wish you the best. And I'm not sure what else to say, man. I just feel like I'm running out of topics. But again, it really has been great being here. I'm glad that I started this channel. I'm glad that you guys are showing up. And again, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night. And have a great beginning of the year from the bottom of my heart, guys. Thank you so much. That'll be all.